You have entered a place of praise, a place of purpose, a place of progress. Welcome to Victory and Praise Church of Stockton, California.
It doesn't matter where you are in life. If you don't feel blessed, you won't be blessed. You gotta know your worth before you can be worth anything.
As we proceed to give you what you need, introducing Pastor Josh.
Hello, Victory and Praise family and friends that may be joining us either online or in the individual small groups. Welcome to week 3 of our small group Bible study series, Tell Yourself. This week we are talking about God is working, and we're just going to take kind of a deeper dive into that and really kind of explore that more this week. And so we learned that in Isaiah 43:19 that God says through the prophet Isaiah that I will make a pathway through the wilderness, right? That he says I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. And it got me thinking, right, when we talk about what a wasteland is, and if we equate that to our lives, not that we necessarily all look at our lives like wasteland, but there are areas in our lives that we feel might be a dead area, or an area that something can't be produced from. Or we may have an area in our life that we have kind of given up on or written off and just said it's going to be what it is. That's one of the things that I say a lot. Well, you know what? It is what it is. And while for me that may be okay, with God, it never just is what it is. Even in those areas that we have kind of written off or given up on, God is saying, I will do a new thing in. And it got me thinking because, I said, well, Matthew chapter 9 in the King James Version says, neither do men put new wine into old bottles, right? It says, else the bottles break. And I got to thinking about that. And I love the fact that it says, neither do men put, because yes, what's not possible for us or not advisable or good for us, God operates outside of our limitations. God operates outside of our ability. And so it is absolutely within God's ability, within his might and purview to do a new thing in an old situation, right? Yeah. And that's the part that's exciting, because for us, the situation has to change. It has to become new in order for us to do something new. But for God, it does not have to change. The situation can be exactly what it is, and he can do a new thing out of it. I love the picture of having like one blade of grass or one little blade of a flower or something sprouting up in the desert or in this dry, broken up ground. Because even in that type of a situation, God is working. God can do and wants to do a new thing. And so as we are at the top of this year, right, if there's some areas that you kind of have looked at or just maybe have given up on in your life, or some things, even if it's some old dreams or goals that you had that you kind of just written off and just accepted the fact that those things won't happen, or I'm going to just move on and do something else. I would challenge you to come to seek God about, is this an area that he wants to do a new thing in? Something that maybe you kind of put on the back burner or have been overlooking because you felt like it was past its time, or that maybe even you yourself are past your prime. I believe God is saying to us that he wants to do a new thing and will do a new thing in what looks like an old situation. And so this week, as you all are in your small groups and in your Bible studies and discussing it, let's explore those areas. Let's explore those things that maybe that we have kind of put aside or put down, and come back and allow for God to do a new thing in that area. It would be wonderful if we would open your mind to it, right? It might be something that you just really put aside and gave up on, or put down and said, yeah, that one might not happen, or this might not come to pass, or whatever it is. I would ask you and implore you to open your mind again. Open your mind to the possibilities that it's not too late in that situation, that situation is not done for, that maybe God just wants to do a new thing in that area. And remember that, what is impossible for us from a human perspective is absolutely possible for God. There is nothing off limits. As long as he's on the job, as long as he is in the middle of it, it can all be done. It's all attainable. It's all achievable. And so I thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all next week for our final week of our Tell Yourself series. It is finished. Our final week will be It Is Finished. And I'm excited about what God has in store for us next week. I would invite you to join us next week and just see what God has in store for you. I look forward to seeing you in the sanctuary. God bless.
I hope you are enjoying the Victory and Praise Stockton small group videos. If you missed any or want to replay any, go to youtube.com and search for VIP Stockton. There you will find sermons, small group videos, and more. Are you a member of a small group? If not, you can become a member today. If you are a member, perhaps it's your time to become a host. Contact Minister Vanessa Harris by emailing maturity@victoryandpraise.org for more information. If you don't have a church home, come fellowship with us Sundays at 9 a.m. God loves you. Be blessed.